So, good evening. We are smoking the clickbait pack as we speak, guys. They didn't show up again. 2 weeks running, or 2 podcasts running. Yeah, 2 weeks running. None of them fancy having a debate with us lot. Funny that, isn't it? Yeah, 150 years of watching Arsenal between us. And none of these Spursies, Chelsea's, Man United's, and Bav himself, they don't want to come on and have a debate. Funny that, isn't it? We're probably all too busy sucking off Arsenal in the process, which has turned into 0 trophies in 4.5 years, guys. But it's what it is. He did invite me on his TikTok page. I ain't going on that app. It's full of mutants. This is where you have a proper civilized debate rather than just a bunch of mutants in his chat chatting shit. But it is what it is. It is what it is. All the chest offline for Northside, but went on his stream and didn't really say much. But on Twitter, calling him a neek and all of this and that. Okay, cool, mate. Cool. If I have time on Wednesday, I'm going to react to Northside and your show, mate, the other day, and I will cook you differently. We can talk about furlough if you want. Maybe we could talk about the Mac that you had to give back as well. Yeah, maybe we can talk about that, mate. Here's what it is, isn't it? Maybe we can talk about that stream, the Baku stream again, yeah? Maybe we can actually... maybe we can do that on Wednesday, mate, if you're about. Maybe you can jump on if you're free. I mean, you're not tonight, obviously. I don't know, maybe it was Ken, the size of Kenny, the physique of Kenny that put him off Kenny. I don't know, maybe that was what it is, or maybe it's just the vast wealth of knowledge that us three have on our football club when these little upstarts are trying to give it the Bertie. One more thing I'll say is this guy is going on like he's, I don't know, Cristiano Ronaldo, saying that he'd be giving me clout by coming on it. Let me just tell you something, mate, yeah? I don't need to clickbait my titles. I don't need to tell everyone Arsenal is scary when they don't win nothing. And furthermore, I've had 15 million views on this platform more than you have, and you've had YouTube 2 years longer than me. So what we're doing here? Oh, but Lee, yeah, you've done more videos. Ain't my fault he's lazy, is it? Let's just be fucking real with it. Yeah, sitting at home all day. What's he doing? All right, fuck off. These people chat shit, and they're all getting outed this year, mate. Every single one of them. I did tweet Terry. Henry blocked me, but I put his name in the tweet last night. I did text all the other randomers as well that want to chat shit about our football club. And surprise, surprise, lads, none of them rocked up again. They're probably too busy recording another Arsenal were robbed video. But there we go. Anyway, get the likes up. We're going to talk about this complete capitulation against Bournemouth at the weekend. And the fact that Saka and Timber were not in training again today. And we have a game tomorrow. So it is what it is. And as for the people in the chat saying you clickbaited me into thinking he's coming on, bro, I posted a tweet back to him, saying I'm in a restaurant at the minute with a pal. I'm going live at 6 p.m. UK time. Feel free to jump on. And I put, but. His reply was, that's great. Enjoy. So my interpretation of that's great means he's joining. So I put his name in the title and I took it out the title about 40 minutes ago. But never mind. Is what it is. Anyway, how are you, Jez?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. It's I just find it laughable, these people that want to talk shit about Arsenal. They know nothing about Arsenal. They've got about 5 minutes knowledge, and that's it. They've got nothing to talk to us about. They've got nothing to debate with us. So at the end of the day, they're just a waste of space. Just stick to your own club, little men, right? Because that's all you are. You're just little men, and you're all arsewipes. So stick to what you really want to talk about, and F off out of Arsenal, because I've got no time for you. I don't really even want to talk to you, be truthful. I mean, people like that, Lee, if they come on your channel, it's your channel. That's fair enough. I respect you. But I don't want to talk to them because they're absolute little arsewipes. That's it. Right here, the three of us with Matty, Northside, we talk facts. We say it as it is. We don't bottle it, right? We don't change our agenda. We stick to our agenda, right? If you want to call it that. Well, I think that's the wrong term myself. But at the end of the day, we're real. We're realists.
Yep.
We actually see what's going on at this football club. Yeah. And we've been calling it and calling it and calling it. And it's awfully funny that just recently, over the weekend, after I did my crap on YouTube, yeah, people came and said, Jez, you're right. Jez, you're right. Yeah. And the subs have gone up. Oh, maybe that's because we actually do know Lee, Kenny, Matty, Northside. We do know what we're talking about. And I have no time for these absolute little arse wipes. Go and hide. Yeah, because that's all you are worth. You're not worth talking to. I wouldn't waste my breath on you. I wouldn't cross the road to piss on you if you're on fire. Quite simple as that. Anyway, Kenny, Lee, it's been...
How are you, Kenny? How are you?
Well, thing about it, you know what's happening is just I just saw non-context TV. I had no idea that they were tweeting, but as you know, I know Babs very well. I like Babs. You know, I've got a lot of time for Babs. I don't agree with a lot of what he says. You know, when he said about how YouTube works. Again, you're talking to someone who YouTube is like Braille for me. It's like Braille. I have no understanding of YouTube. The little I understand is that I think at the end of the day, people want to hear a positive voice because there's a majority of. You got to remember, we're in the minority. We still have very concerns. We still see things. We have foresight, in terms of like what our fears are going to be later on, and we've been proven right. For instance, we were the first people in here to, harbour concerns about Benjamin White at centre half.
Yeah,
we were one of the first people here to say that Timber's not left back, and I still say that we were the first people here to have concerns about Declan Rice as number 6, and we're going to continue to do that. And talking about the game and talking about a football match that just happened, it has to be more important than anything else. But you've got to respect that, what they want to do, because at the end of the day, it has been choreographed. There is a clique, without a shadow of a doubt. And good luck to them, because if, as he said, it's these full-time jobs. So, day, you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you. And the person, even though he's not connected to that person no more in terms of his employment, the theme, that person, and the narrative that person who's running it around in terms of the Arsenal narrative is all positive towards the club, positive towards Edu, and positive towards Mikel Arteta. At the end of the day, the only time you should take notice of anything they say is their in-match comments, because when it's in matches, that's when your true characters come out. I.e., when we concede a goal, when we miss a chance, or if we give away a pass, that's when you see the true, feelings towards the club. And I say that a lot of times about this football club, and that's how it should go. But at the end of the day, it's what sells. We got to pat ourselves on the back here. Because you've got to remember one thing: we feel liberated. As you know, me and you have been cancelled by a lot of people on the Arsenal fan base.
Good. I don't want to associate with them.
And I can tell you that I'm glad. I find it so liberating. I know a lot of people don't want to pod with me, don't want me in their shows. You know what? That's the most liberating thing ever, because you know what? I can say it as it is. I can say what I like. I don't offend anyone because I'm not with people who I'm going to offend or are going to offend me. And it's nice to actually go to football and analyse the match. And I think that we're the only channel that does it. And we've got to pat ourselves on the back. You've got to pat yourself on the back, Lee, as well, because you've got to remember one thing. You've got no sponsorship whatsoever. Not that I know of, anyway.
I don't sell out for it, can
he? You got no sponsorship whatsoever. You have no patronage from like the big guy who runs his show from Fame Villas. In fact, he virtually got rid of us anyway, inadvertently.
Well, I told him stick it when
you told me
kicked off.
Yeah, but I just to say, I found out from third parties that I wasn't welcome no more. So, so anyway, there's more shows than that show anyway. But at the end of the day, most important thing that happened at the end of the day, before we talk about, what happened on between YouTubers and the Arsenal fan base. A football match happened. A massive football match happened where there was more questions than there were answers. Most importantly as well, the chooks have come to roost because all the things that we're worried about when we're winning games, where we were sloppy, once a team got their act together and punished us for every mistake we made. I don't want to hear from Arsenal fans who spent all yesterday concentrating on Liverpool and the Man City result. They were slagging off the referee about Man City's goal, yet we got a bye when Martinelli blocked off Edison and, Gabriel scored that great goal. Silence then. Didn't want to say nothing. The fact is, if you want me to go through all the incidents yesterday, I'll help you out. Man City's goal was a goal because Saul wasn't strong enough and he didn't come for the ball. So he wasn't impeded. Good goal. In terms of what happened with Liverpool, tossing, yeah, bit unlucky, but Levi Colwell and Reece James were nearby. In terms of us, harsh as it was, the fact is that Saliba made a mistake in letting the guy get in front of him in the first place, and then he panicked. But Saliba was sloppy before then. So let's get talking about the match. Let's chew the bones of it. Let's dissect what happened, and let's have some home truths about the football club and the players that we have at our disposal.
Yeah, absolute facts. Will said, listen, 800 people in here. Get these likes up. The link for both the lads, Kenny's Insta and Jez's channel are pinned. No Matty today. He's at work. And I'm going live after this for the Valencia Las Palmas game. So make sure you come and tune in for that. We'll see some proper football. None of this robotic shit, sideways, backwards, U-shaped football like we see in our game and the Man City game. And let's be real, the Liverpool-Chelsea game weren't much better either, was it? Let's be honest with ourselves. Yeah. But yeah, where do we start with this, man? Because Marino was playing as the 10, which I'm baffled. Yeah, we had Partey, Rice, and Marino as the 3 in midfield, with 4 centre backs playing along the back line. We're playing with 3 DMs in midfield. Right, this is a shit show. I can't lie. No Saka. He's not in training again today, apparently. Neither's Timber. And we looked absolutely awful. People can waffle about the red card. Was it a red? Wasn't it a red? Well, I think it was. Yeah. Whether he would have caught him up or not, we'll never know. But don't touch him. Let him go and then see if you catch him up. Let the keeper come out and narrow the angles down. Yeah, and Saliba's rapid, so I think he maybe would have caught him out, but we'll never know now. Yeah, Trossard, I don't know what the hell he was doing. Yeah, why the hell was he passing that ball back 25 yards? Which took Saliba by surprise. And then Saliba just doing stupidness. Yeah, and I said this on my fan cam the other night. He was a bozo against Belgium the other night for France. Absolutely wipes a Pender clean out in the penalty box, gave away a penalty. Yeah, and we didn't deserve anything out of that game. People can moan about that being the game-changing decision. We had 0 shots on target at that point, and only 1 shot in total at goal at that point. And that was half hour in. So people can chat crap all they like. Yeah, at the end of the day, you can still score goals with 10 men. Yeah, you can still score goals with 10 men. I've seen it a million times before. Yeah, I was watching, what team was it the other day? Bodo Glimt in the Conference League or whatever it was. They were playing Porto. They were playing Porto. Yeah, and they have 10 men. They scored twice. That's just one instance from the other week. Yeah, there's probably a championship this weekend. There's probably other games around Europe this weekend. Yeah, Europa League, my bad. Yeah, how can they score goals with 10 men? We've seen it all the time. We used to score goals with 10 men. We used to get players sent off every week under Wenger. Yeah, we're still going to win the game. So, yeah, Juve against Leipzig, they scored twice with 10 men. So I don't want to hear nothing about referees. I am sick to death of every time I open up the internet, open up YouTube, open up Twitter, you've got Arsenal fans and rival fans moaning about Arsenal decisions.
Well,
yeah?
what's Selsley?
It's boring, mate. It's boring. At the end of the day, sorry, let me just land this point, Kenny. 1 sec. Sorry, mate. Bless up Russ in the chat as well, mate. Big up Russ. But
yeah, he's right.
For me, they're crap for everybody. Yeah, I've seen people saying that Man City robbed them yesterday and blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Well, let's go back to when they played Wolves last season. Huang Lee should have got sent off for a second yellow, and they never gave it. And then he scored the winning goal against them. I didn't see no outrage then. So let's be consistent. If you're going to cry about it, cry about every decision. Cry about the ones in the game the other week against Forest Brighton. Yeah, because there was 3 red cards in there. Moan about that, but they don't, because that don't get traction on the internet. That doesn't give it the poor me and all that. I am sick to death of hearing about refs. How about, call out Martinelli for going clean through on goal at 0-0 and spanking it straight at the keeper? How about call out our defence for not defending for their for the corner for their first goal? Yeah, people want to talk about the dark arts and all of that. Yeah, chat shit. How many goals have we actually scored off of corners? Not many.
2.
Not many. Yeah, Lee. Two. Man City and Tottenham.
Yeah, but look, in the fan cam, first, to catch all your points, first and foremost, we'll take the last point. It was obvious to me from like the Wolves game that a lot of teams have done their homework on us when it comes to set pieces. That it's no coincidence that the 2 teams that we've managed to, like I said, outwit at set pieces are Man City. The reason why you can outwit Man City at set pieces because one thing, Man City are basically a possession type side that actually uses possession to try and hurt you, and they're always in the attack. They believe that they got better players than everyone else in the Premiership. They believe that all their 11 players, including their goalkeeper, are good with their feet, and they try to create attacks for any part of the pitch. And because they try to do that, they leave a lot of spaces. So there's no wonder that their goal they conceded was when the ball broke in play. Wolves got bodies forward, and Larson put them 1-0 up. That's how Man City play. It's no coincidence that we were able to outwit them. Spurs, it's well documented that
they're one of the worst in the league.
It's well documented. Not only are they poor at set pieces, their goalkeeper doesn't come for the ball. Romero goes whoops a daisy. Oh, I've lost my man again. And if you look at the goal we scored, we got away with one there because we managed to sort of like do kind of like the sort of judo hold and hold off the man. So that's how we do it. But other clubs, Leicester, were very comfortable against us at set pieces. So were Southampton. So were Wolves at home. Brighton, extremely comfortable. In fact, they did a very good job in Gabriel's runs. They were blocking his runs. So that when I look at the set pieces, maybe we've got to find another way of trying to hurt teams. You talked about Martinelli. Well, I've been Martinelli's biggest critic. And the fact is that people can say, oh, yeah, it's Martinelli sort of slander. Well, as I said before, let's look at the manager. The manager called out Martinelli's chance. And in fact, he didn't waste time in doing that. And he actually repeated that when he talked about mistakes. And one of them, when he talks about the 2 mistakes, it was Martinelli missing that chance. That's the manager doing it, not me. In terms of Trossard, he's beginning to get on my nerves now because you think about he put us into trouble, but there's other aspects in his game where I'm thinking, hang on here, this is a guy that's forced his way into the side. Yet he for me, he stayed on 60 minutes too long for me. In fact, I would have kept Sterling on rather than him. I know Trossard probably would, has history of giving us more, but that game, Trossard was a liability from start to finish.
He was trash.
He was trash.
He's been trash enough times this season. I like Trossard. I think he's our best player, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
but Atalanta, he was shit. Man City was shit. This game, he was shit.
And let's talk about 2 more things. First and foremost, we've got to talk about Ben White. How many times,
mate, he was awful.
Ben White get done by a player with pace and with quick feet, and that never gets mentioned in any of our podcasts in the last 3 years. The reason why is because we've been winning more games than we lose. We've been challenged for the title. We spent a lot of last season, the season before, on top of the table. So we mask his deficiencies are right back. It's no accident that we're now, how to say, the mind is wandering towards Timber, because we know that if Timber gets his act together, gets himself fit, I don't think that he'll get skinned the way Ben White gets skinned. Let's talk about Saliba. Come on, let's talk about that. Even before, like the sending off, there was a passage of play where if he didn't have any pace and didn't have quick feet, we would have had a straight attack on that goal. for a long, long time now, he's been a bit sloppy. Yet people talk about the good aspects of his game, i.e., his ability to hold his striker off, his ability to be good in the air. But there's certain mistakes that gets overlooked, and if you keep on being sloppy when we're winning games, eventually, when you play a team that's got their act together, not just up front, defensively, and in midfield, you're going to lose. Bournemouth for the better side. They outfought us. They outfought us, and they outclassed us. Arsenal fans should have no complaints about that defeat. Forget about the referees. Had that been 11 against 11, Bournemouth win that game. And I think Arsenal fans need to admit it.
Yeah, and this is what we say, and well said as well. Big ups to everyone locked in. There's nearly 1,000 in here. Now, before I let Jez go, I'm going to grab these super chats quickly. But we've seen this time and time again. Oh, but we got a good record against the Big Six. I don't care about the Big Six, mate. Don't care about that. I care about the Fulhams of this world, the Bournemouths, the Southamptons, the West Hams, because that's where we cock up and have done under Wenger, under Emery, and under this manager. Every single time we go and play, well, not every single time, but the vast majority of times we go and play against the lesser teams, we struggle. When we play against the better teams, we tend to do better. We tend to get a positive result. Yeah, maybe not so much under Wenger at times, but under Unai Emery, we did all right against the better teams. Yeah, and then obviously we all know how that fell apart in the end. Yeah, but under this manager, he's more fixated, in my opinion, on sticking like all of his eggs into that. Oh, I've got to be competitive against the top 6 teams because that's where the title's won. No, it's not, mate. Yeah, we got absolutely slapped around our own ground by West Ham last season. Yeah, Fulham, 10 men. They actually scored against us with 10 men. How did they manage it? Yeah, they scored at home against us 2-2 with 10 men. Yeah, how did they do it? Yeah, when we played Chelsea away, they were shit last season. 2-2. Tottenham at home. Jorginho, the calming presence in midfield, passing the ball straight to Maddison. Aston Villa at home last season. And Jorginho again, passing the ball straight to Tielemans. One ball over the top. Ollie Watkins clean through. Why was Smith Rowe the last man, by the way? Yeah, and he dinks the keeper. They're the games that cost us stuff. Yeah, and we're going to see how good this manager actually is because he's going to have to work for his dough now. Yeah, because Saka and Timber are not in training, apparently. Yes, I see that posted out today. We've got Liverpool at the weekend. We've got Shakhtar tomorrow. We've got a load of injuries. Like, so he's gonna have to earn his money now, isn't he? Yeah, and this season, I've predicted it, and you guys have said, yeah, it's not looking great at times. Yeah, I've said this is all unraveling this season. He has been winging it, yeah, for 2 years. For 2 years with these title runs. He has been winging it, mate. We've been getting away with it. Yeah, and now people are sussing us out. Yeah, their corner routine was one of the best corner routines I've seen for a while. It was almost like watching a La Liga game. Yeah, literally, that goal was sick. I can't lie. I even clapped it when it went in. But anyway, let me grab these super chats, Jez, and I'll let you go, mate, yeah?
Yeah, no worries.
Big up to Nadir as a City fan. I can say that we played shit against Wolves and every player excluding Vardy was shite. See, nothing happened. Arsenal fans, accountability. Bro, they don't know the word accountability at Arsenal. It's all about blaming somebody else. And this is why Arsenal as a football club will never, ever, ever move on. Yeah, because this ownership, yeah, pander to what is the majority of our fan base. Yeah, which are crybabies. Yeah, they sit there crying about the refs, crying about VAR, crying about Pep, crying about 115. Yeah, how about cry about Martinelli missing and call it out? Oh, but that's toxic. Piss off. Yeah, I was sitting there saying about refs going to fucking help Martinelli bury his next chance. Yeah, maybe call him out and maybe he'll have a look at himself. He's on 190 grand a week, that fella, by the way. How? 190 grand a week. How the fuck are we getting rid of him? How are we getting rid of him? Nobody's paying him that. It's crazy. Yeah, big up to Riku as well, man. 11-month membership. I envy deaf people. But, oh, for fuck's sake, that comment's funny, bro. Big up Riku, bro. Big up to Luke as well. Big up, guys. I have a theory. Do you guys think the reason Ethan is getting no minutes is because Mikel is worried he is making an impact on his favourites, Odegaard, and won't get back in the team? No, I don't think it's that, to be honest. I personally think, I don't know what these guys think, but I personally think, yeah, that he wants to go with more experienced players because he wants to win the league and wants to be the guy to overtake Pep. And if Ethan fucks up in a game, yeah, or misses a couple of sitters, that's going to come back to haunt him, which is, again, why at the weekend, he threw him on with 10 minutes to go. Yeah, because he thought I'd be slick here. Yeah, if he scores a goal, I can take all the credit for it. I threw him on. I gave him his chance. Yeah, that kid should be fucking starting, mate. Yeah, he should be starting. He's a number 10. We ain't got another number 10 because we didn't do what was required in the window, like always. So why don't we play him? If he can't get a game now, he ain't getting a game when Odegaard's back. So if he is watching this, and I say this every stream, Ethan, ask for a loan, mate, or leave. Yeah, go and play football, mate. Yeah, go and play football. Unai will probably have you at Aston Villa, mate, and he'll get wonders out of you. And do you know what's funny? I've just remembered. Go back and have a look at the 5-5 game against Liverpool up at Anfield in the Cup a few years back, 4 years ago. Go and have a look at the level of football we played under Unai Emery. Yeah, go and have a look at some of the goals. Go and have a look at where Martinelli was, where he was scoring his goal. Go and have a look at what Saka was doing in that game. Joe Willock in that game. I'm not saying Joe Willock is a great player and all that. He was decent. But go and have a look at the way we played football. Yeah, go and have a look how Martinelli played football. And go and have a look how Saka played football. Yeah, it's night and day, mate. Yes, we haven't won nothing with them. But we ain't won nothing with this guy apart from one FA Cup. He's been to one final in 5 years and everyone's lapping this up. Piss off. Yeah, the day this guy leaves, mate, that Kroenke family can't pedal out. No more process, no more project. They better buy a fucking decent manager, mate. Yeah, decent. I've had enough of it. I've had enough of it. Yeah, it's boring. Arteta must be the luckiest man alive, bro. Well, Ten Hag maybe, but he's a close second. Big up Stallion as well for another one. Sometimes in football, it's actually harder to play against 10 men. Totally agree. Look at Man City against us the other week. Scored right at the death. Big up Nadir as well as a fan. I've given Pep 3 games to improve his performance and to realise Rodri is gone. Having 2 people to replace him doesn't work. I need to see Nunes, Cover and Foden midfield. Or I'm on his ass. Pause. But yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. You can't keep getting away with last-minute goals, mate. We've seen this at Arsenal. Can't keep doing it. You've done it a lot. You've been shit this season, Matt. The best team in the league this season have been Liverpool and Chelsea. Yeah, and Chelsea aesthetically, Brighton as well. Yeah, in terms of performance and getting output and results, Liverpool by a mile, the best team in the league right now. The best team in the league. Conceded 3 goals. We've had 3 red cards. What we're doing it. It's mad. I think Arsenal will beat Liverpool. I could not agree more. It's the teams like Bournemouth and Brighton that Arsenal will always drop points to. Spot on, Stallion. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't care about the other teams, the big teams. Yeah, we always drop points against these smaller teams. Big up Darryl as well. And wary loan move with an obligation to buy in January. Here we go. Yeah, I'm saying it. Just go to Villa, bruv, or go Fulham. Join the Mandem down at Fulham, bruv. And join the boys down at Fulham. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Big up Easy as well, becoming a member. Bless up, bro. Come on. And Jez, after all of that, I'll let you go now. Sorry, mate.
No, don't worry, man. That's great, interesting points by Kenny and yourself. The fact remains, Lee, look, we've been calling this and we're coming unstuck at the seams now. Yeah, we said it at the start of the season. We got a very weak squad and we called it and said we're 2 injuries away from capitulation. And now we've got more injuries. We're falling apart. We've got a tough game tomorrow night against Shakhtar Donetsk, you know. We've probably got Saka out, you know, Timber out. We know we won't have Odegaard, but hey-ho. You know, I totally agree. We should have started enquiries. I've got a lot more faith in that young lad. I'll tell you why. He's keen.
Cheers.
He's keen. He wants to prove himself, right? Since the Bournemouth game, he's been shit on. Let's be honest about it, right? Give the boy a start. Let him go. He's like a racehorse being held back. Yeah, he will prove himself. He's got the talent. Just give him the chance. Now, it proved to me honestly, when Saliba was sent off, yeah, and I'm not going to go into that debate again, right? But you could see Arteta. He didn't have a Scooby-Doo what to do. It was like panic. He was a rabbit between the bloody headlights. And he was like, oh, what do I do now then? Oh, we're at home. Oh, we got Bournemouth. We're down to 10 men. Who do I bring on? What do I change? Absolutely cocked the game up. I mean, you know, we're at the Emirates here, boys. We're at the Emirates. And we had, what, 1 shot on target? I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. This is Arsenal Football Club I'm talking about here.
No, but yeah, it was at their ground. It was at their ground, Jez.
Sorry, yeah, of course it was.
But even way, 1 shot on target.
That's
against Bournemouth. No disrespect to Bournemouth, but 1 shot on target. That's taken that had all the hallmarks of Newcastle away last season.
Yeah, I mean, it's not good enough. I'm sorry. You know, I mean, it ruined my bloody weekend for sure. Absolutely. I was livid, absolutely bloody livid. I think I showed that on the fan cam. I won't lie. But I called it. I did a show with Aaron, young Aaron, big up Aaron, right? And I said to him, this is a bloody banana skin, right? Because going down there, we have been caught out before going to Bournemouth, and it proved it yet again. The man has no tactical nous at all. I would not be at all surprised if we all sat down with Arteta, the three of us, right here, right now, we'd come up with a better tactical solution than he would have. The man is clueless. You're down to 10 men and you don't know what to do. Surely, this great, youngest, brilliant manager in the world, yeah, you think about these things. You sit there and you come up with a plan to think, well, if I lose a player, right, it could be after making a substitute, all your substitutes.
That comment's funny,
right? You've made all your substitutions. When a player gets cropped, what do you do then? Right, we had a red card, and it's not the first time this season that's happened. Third time, and he still is clueless. It's going to unravel damn quick. And I tell you what. I'll sit here right now. I reckon we'll lose tomorrow night.
It'll be very interesting to see what team we put out, because if Timber and Saka ain't fit, then what? And you know that this Shakhtar, they're not an easy team. Now, I've not watched their league, but we've seen them notoriously over the years always pluck out some Brazilian guy that turns it on against a big team. Yeah, so it wouldn't surprise me if they came to the Emirates and got something. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. If we play like that at the weekend, we're getting pumped.
Yeah.
I don't know where they are in the league. I don't know how many goals they've scored. Don't know when they conceded. I think Matty actually put it in the group. I think they scored 26. I think they scored 26 goals this season, actually. But their league, it's all relative. But now they're going up against a scary, dangerous, scintillating, world-class champions Arsenal. So yeah, what do you reckon, Kenny? What do you reckon?
I'll say one thing.
Just say, in answer to a question in the chat there, no chance Shakhtar aren't all that. Well, nor are we. Nor are we. We are crap. So, sorry, I call it as I see it. And right now, I have no confidence in this team whatsoever. And I should be sitting here proud as punch of Arsenal Football Club. And I'm sorry to have to say, I'm not. Sorry, Kenny.
That's all right. I think the next two games, I think what it is, our problem won't be Shakhtar Donetsk as such. Because, as I said, our best performance this season was PSG. Common denominator, PSG are a massive name in Europe. They've won as many Champions Leagues as we have, which is none. But they are what we call a money bag. They're the Man City of the French league. They've had a litany of big names play for them. And they've done better in Europe in the Champions League. Well, they've been a Champions League for a year, and they've done relatively okay more than us. So we're going to lift ourselves. Chat to the next again. We'll lift ourselves, and Liverpool at the weekend we're going to lift ourselves. The problem is, as you said earlier in this piece, and as Jamie Carragher said yesterday on Sky Sports, Arsenal's problems basically is when you play teams that in the bottom 10. They're the teams that are going to kill us, and even at home, because simple reason is that every team we've played have had a passage of play where they've had some semblance of how do I say it, not sort of control play, but they created chances against us. Our keeper had to make some really big saves. Wolves, remember Wolves game, first game of the season, the save he made.
Yeah, we got kind of lucky in that because we were shit as well.
Yeah. But the big saves he made against Wolves, and you think about Atalanta, big penalty and saves. So he's had to get us out of trouble, and that's why probably, even though he was like, he had a few Willie Young moments, you give him kind of a bye. Mind you, I'll tell you one thing, he was lucky not to get sent off. I thought he'd get sent off for pulling down pulling down a Bournemouth player, because I thought, you know what, Jesus Christ, the referee gave us a bye there. But if you look at that tomorrow, the team for me is going to be in goal Raya. Right back, I think it's going to be right back. I think we ain't going to got Tim, but I think Benjamin. You know what? Right back's going to be Benjamin White. Centre half's going to be the Saliba and my guy Gabriel. Left back's going to be Calafiori. Midfield is going to be the same. It's going to be like Partey, Rice, and Marino again. And then up front, I think Martinelli will probably start instead of Sterling, and Trossard will start, and then it'll be Havertz up front. I think that's going to be the team. You know, and if you look at the team we're going to have against Liverpool, you're going to have Benjamin White. You're going to have Benjamin White as the right-footed right back, and take your pick at right back. Take your pick, really. Because I'll tell you one thing right now, Kivior isn't going to be starting against Liverpool, and he is going to be starting tomorrow.
Yeah, but I was negative for saying he's shit after his first game.
Well, no.
I was negative, Kenny.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Kivior is what you get in a tin, though. You know, as I said before, if you get backup players, you get backup player performances. They'll have one good out of 20 games they'll play for us. They'll probably have about 3 good games. El Neni exemplifies what I call a backup player, and El Neni is what he is on the tin. You know, there's a couple of really, really good performances, but out of 50, that's about it. And I think that's what you get when you buy what you get what you pay for. And I think yesterday, and I saw it Saturday, it was humiliating, but at the end of the day, it just shows you one thing. As people, as much criticism as all three of us get, as ruthless as we're supposed to be, the manager's even more ruthless. Trust me now, that manager is seething there. That manager is seething, but he's got a problem of his own making, though. Because I'll tell you one thing, you guys have said when Ranieri play games, he's going to have to. I don't care what anyone says. He's going to have to accept.
He ain't going to get games. He ain't going to get games. We've got Jorginho, Kenny.
And you know what? Because I'll tell you one thing right now. If he doesn't play Ranieri and he doesn't rotate, I'm not going to let him get away without using injuries. Because I'll tell you one thing, right? The squad is what it was. We all knew that we were going to sell, that it was all about selling rather than buying. So it was his job to make sure that the players he bought, you know, like I said, you know, sort of, how I say, strengthened what we have already. That's on him. He can't use injuries. He can't use suspensions. The fact is, whether he likes it or not, he's going to have to rotate, because at the end of the day, we've got 2 games. We've got a game every 3 days up until February. If he does not rotate and he plays the same team week in, week out, he will get injuries. And it will be nothing to do with the international break. It would have been nothing to do with poor tackles. It'll be due to fatigue, and it'll be hamstring injuries. Achilles being torn because of over.
Yeah, but Kenny, we've predicted this. We predicted this at the end of the season. We predicted it in the summer. We predicted it at the start of the season. Yeah, and when it comes to fruition, these men want to use it as an excuse. These men are all on their knees wanking off over a transfer window being a 7 and 8 out of 10. And we're all sitting here being told we're negative, and I rated it as 0.
Yeah, but Lee,
we went backwards. Our squad's lighter than last year.
Yeah, but Lee, they always do. I mean, these are the same pork chops that had the audacity to say that Rice was an upgrade on Partey. Well, we've learnt this season in the games we had. Something I know. One guy said that. No, I'm not Ty's dad. Ty's older than me, Lloyd. And don't be rude. You pork chip.
Hold that.
Hold that.
In fact, let me just mud him with a clip. Mira,
bobo. ¿Qué mira, bobo? Anda para allá, bobo. Anda para allá. Tranquilo.
So anyway, back to where I was saying. We were told that Declan Rice is an upgrade on Partey. We've been told that Partey's been slow and he hasn't been the same player. Well, we've seen this season that Declan Rice isn't a number 6. He's a top class number 6.
No, he's not.
If you want to talk, if you don't agree with me, go and watch him at England, where he gets roasted continuously by teams, by midfielders that are good in the ball. He's a good number 8. He's going to be a good number 8, but number 6 is not a number 6. So we learned that. We've learned that we still need a cover at left back, and we still need a left winger. These are things that we've learned. You know,
and we needed another centre mid. We needed another right winger. We needed another number 10. We needed a defender. We got one. We needed a striker. We didn't. There's 5 players straight away. Yeah, and then we said that we probably needed a left back. Yeah, because obviously we didn't realise Calafiori was going to be playing at left back. Yeah, and you don't rate any of our left backs. That's why he keeps spending money on left backs. Or centre backs to play left back. We needed 6 players, Kenny. That's without a goalkeeper because Ramsdale went.
The fact is, regardless of whether we haven't got the players we have, the fact is the in-tray and the objectives are still the same. 4 competitions, we've got to win a trophy. League, we still got a challenge for the league. We've got to make sure, preferably win it, and then We've got to be competitive in Europe. So it doesn't matter whether we got the squad or not. The fact is, it's the same for all the teams. It's the same for Man City. It's the same for Liverpool. It is what it is. We knew when we kicked off on the 17th of August that this is what it is. We knew with the volume of games there will be injuries. We knew before Odegaard went on international duty with Norway that he was already injured because he got the SHIT kicked out of him against Brighton, but we still allowed to international duty. So that's on us. That's not to do with the internationals. That was us. Arteta should have said to Odegaard, look, your ankles French connections. You've been kicked about. You're not fit to play and play for your country, but he allowed him to do that. Surprise, surprise. He aggravates an injury that he already had.
So, and it was sad the way he done the injury. Yeah, when we see the clips, that's mad unlucky, mad unfortunate.
He was injured before that.
But at the same time, he was injured before that. That's the point. Yeah, you're saying like he shouldn't have been allowed to go on international break. I get why he wanted to go, because if he gets his country top of the group for the Nations League, they're in a playoff for the Euros. They ain't qualified for how long? They're in the playoff for the World Cup. When we're sitting there, and I said this last week, when everyone's sitting there all bitching and moaning about these Nations League games, well, to Odegaard, it fucking means the world, mate. He's the captain of Norway, and they ain't qualified for how long? Yeah, they'll get into a playoff for both them World Cups and Euros.
Saka, though. Saka, you think about it.
Yeah, now he's been in 2 finals. He wants to keep playing because he wants to be the guy. I get it. I rate it.
Yeah, but the fact is that Mikel, I'll say, back to my point, whether Mikel likes it or not, if he doesn't rotate, then it's going to be on him, because whether he likes it or not, this is your squad. You still got a team packed of internationals. Even like Saka's out.
Emphasize that again, Kenny. It's his squad.
Exactly. That's what I meant. It's his squad. Saka, you all right, this is it. No Odegaard, you still got internationals. No Saka, you still got internationals. You got a team packed with experience.
The fixed bench.
Let's not forget, that team that you assembled challenged for the title twice in 2 years. So don't use all that, we've had injuries. Find a way. Starting tomorrow, back your ideas up. No more giving Shakhtar, control of the game. No more sitting back and inviting pressure. How about imposing our way of playing? We've got good enough players to beat Shakhtar. Liverpool at home, we all know what's going to happen, and we know that it's going to be a different game because Liverpool are more defensive and more organised than they were under Jurgen Klopp. There's no rock and roll football under this guy, mate. Trust me, mate. It's more like classical music with Arno Slot. It's like Beethoven or Peter and the Wolf. That kind of that sort of music. You know what I mean? Or Benjamin Britten. There's no like Nirvana or Foo Fighters there. This is classical music. Play with their brain, like soothing music, and basically they're going to make sure that they're not going to leave there with their pants pulled down like they were last season, where they were too open and we pulled their pants down. It's not going to happen. So we've got to make sure that we're pitch perfect. Because I'll tell you one thing there: Liverpool score first, then we're going to find it very difficult to break them down. I can tell you that now. And you think about set pieces. You think they haven't done their homework on set pieces? There's a reason why they've only conceded 3 goals. So again, find a way, mate. Concentration, mate. But it's not just Liverpool. The games afterwards, you can't just raise yourself for Liverpool, Man City in the big games. You've got to do it every season.
Let me just mud this idiot real quick there, right? I'd tweeted you yesterday. I tweeted Terry. I'll put you all in the link. Yeah, you, Terry, Judge Mo, Henry Talks Bollocks blocked me, but I put his name in there. Gold Bitch and Jennings, and then Bav today. Not one of you has messaged me, and if you have, I ain't on socials like that, mate. You've got my phone number, so you could have texted me. And as for your comment about I suck off LB, number one, that's haram, brother. So you can have that clip.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Number 2, I'd rather listen to a City fan talking about City. A City fan from Manchester. No disrespect to the other City fans in here, but if that's somebody... No, because I call these people out for sucking Arsenal. If Arsenal were scary, Arsenal were dangerous. And because I didn't give him praise and credit, that's not a diss to other City fans, by the way. But if it's Big Steve or LB, I'm going to listen more because Big Steve goes every week. So I'm like, he can see the whole pitch. We only see what the ball show, where they're showing the ball's going. Yeah, that's why I read your opinions because you've been to games. I'm not saying they're better than anyone else's, but if we're doing a match reaction straight after the game and Kenny's outside the ground, Kenny's seen the whole fucking pitch. We're seeing where the ball's going. We can't see what's happening off the ball. Yes, we're going where Sky TV are taking us and back. Yeah. So my point is, and I ain't sending him the link now. He had the opportunity. He can jog on. Yeah. The point is,
is he a Liverpool fan?
Yeah. Let me just land this point quickly, please. Yeah. My point is, he's got the ump because he gave us. He said that Saliba was an idiot and blah 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 blah. I don't know why you're doing this every day. I don't check check your WhatsApp, bro. I swear down. Yeah. If you've texted me, it's right now. Yeah. I tweeted you yesterday, mate. Yeah, you're in my chat every day because you're rattled like the rest of them. Yeah, they're all shook, bruv. Every single one of you, because I know you know that I'm onto all of you lot. Pause. Yeah, I know exactly what you lot are doing. Yeah, and because you gave Saliba some heat, well done. You then spent 8 minutes 40 sucking off Chelsea when your team are top of the table, and then today you did an hour and 10 minutes. Text me and said something along the lines of, "Yeah, hold that, you fool." Yeah, you're going to say something about the hour and 10 minutes. You said in the first 10 minutes of that video that Chelsea was shit. Yeah, soon as Enzo came on. He came on in the 53rd minute. That don't correlate to the 8 minutes, 40 seconds you were sucking them off yesterday. Yeah, I apologize because I predicted 4-1. Get out of here, man. You man are wafflers. You ain't fooling me. Now, anyway, back to the show. I'll get the super chats in real quick. Yeah, and trust me, I'm on to every single one of you. Every single one of you. Yeah, I know exactly what game you lot are all up to, mate. And trust me, yeah, it'll fall flat on his face because I know what's going on. Anyway, big up Nadir, bro. Big up to Nadir. I invited them all on multiple times, bro. They never see the text apparently, or they never see the tweet apparently, but they're always active on the internet. However, I'm not. I was sat in a restaurant down the bottom of the road, enjoying 27 degrees sunshine with a friend of mine. Yeah, chilling. Yeah, just relaxing. I don't need to be so shook and looking in. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, I don't even watch half of these people's content. All I see is the title, and I know they're wafflers. Yeah, and then every now and again I'll get sent a little clip. Yeah, and I'm like, yo, that don't match up to the title. Yeah, Babs got caught out yesterday. Flowers got caught out the other week, saying that he wanted to cause pantomime beef last week. Yeah, Bav got caught out last week with Northside, saying he does. Oh, that's how YouTube works: clickbait and thumbnails to get more people to view it. Because this is my job. Yeah, and these two I absolutely mudded for 3 hours on their own channel last week. Yeah, where they openly admitted that they put the titles to get more views and they go off what's trending. Thank you. Need I say any more? Yeah, the mask slipped this season, mate. And I'm not saying nothing more about it on this show because this is Kenny and Jez's show and Matty's, however, he's not here today. But big up Nadir. Liverpool had 9 men last season against Spurs, yet still took to the last kick of the game for Spurs to win. Bosh. Tell them, Stallion. We deal with facts around here, not fiction, not fairy tales, not clickbait. First coach that he's won 10 out of 11, but Arsenal got 3 red cards is scary, scintillating. I'm also a City fan, the team who last lost in 2023. This is what I'm saying as well. I've seen the title today. Yeah, I've seen the title today. Yeah, saying, is this sustainable for Man City? Well, they ain't lost a game for 31 games. They ain't lost in the 31 league games, so it is fucking sustainable. They've won 4 league titles in a row, so it is. What's that title all about? These man chat shit, bruv. Yeah, and they don't like the fact that I've got a mouth. Yeah, it's a big one as well. Yeah, and I'll call them out. No, I'll call them out. Nobody calls these people out, bro. These men spread lies every day on the internet. Yeah, I swear down. Me and my boy Amp was sat in the restaurant at the bottom of the road. He had Judge Mo's stream on. I was in the comments. I said, no, that's factually incorrect. Yeah. And he was like, I said, yeah, that's not a right fact. They were talking about fucking Wolves' form. The Scouser that was on their camera. He goes on the terrace, fucking shock. Yeah. Giving out fake stats. Yeah, about Wolves' form. About they only had 5 points out of 66. Bollocks. No, they didn't. Yeah, these men spread fake narratives and fake fucking stats everywhere. Nip it in the bud before it becomes a lie told 1,000 times is still a lie. However, on the internet, that isn't the case. A lie told 1,000 times becomes the truth. And then when we tell the truth, yeah, that's seen as the lie, which is why I'm nipping this in the bud. Yeah, and if that means that people think I'm rattled and I'm angry and this and that, you lot crack on. Yeah, my football club's gone 4.5 years without a trophy, mate. Yeah, and if you think Arsenal are scary while your team is sat top of the Premier League with 3 goals conceded, with a brand new manager who has the best record of any Liverpool manager in his first fucking 11 games for God knows how many years, maybe whole history for all I know. Yeah. But yeah, don't worry, mate. 8 minutes 40 sucking off Chelsea instead. Make it make sense.
Lee, sorry.
Anyway, just go on, say your bit, and then we move on because I can't be asked for this shit. I'll just rattle it. I'll just do a whole separate stream on it when I'm ready.
I just don't get it. What is the fascination of these people that support? They don't support Arsenal, but they just want to talk about Arsenal. What's it about?
Subs, views, and money. Because they've seen Terry Flower's school of chatting bollocks. Yeah. Terry Flower's school of titling videos clickbaity. Yeah. And they've gone, wow. Yeah. Henry Talks Bollocks is the first graduate out of there. Yeah. Well, he's going to have to find a new way because his last Arsenal videos have tanked. Yeah. Not easy, is it, Henry? Hi, mate. Because I know you're watching because you watch everything I do because you're rattled as well. Yeah.
Before we move on, I wouldn't
be a Spurs fan and on your knees for Arsenal, Jez. Could you imagine that back in the day? You get punched up. Yeah, imagine if you walk into a boozer and there's somebody in the boozer that's a Spursy. Yeah, not a match day, of course, because that wouldn't happen really, would it? Let's be real. But if you was just going in the boozer, Jez, back in the day, yeah, and you're sitting there and you're talking to a geezer and his mates and they're all Spursy and they're sucking off Tottenham. Yeah, you'd be like, are you actually really a Tottenham fan? Like, it'd all kick off.
Yeah, but Lee, you know what it is? I think Jez has touched on something. I think, as I said before, this is the genie's out of the bottle. Let's not forget, this is when it all started. The first game of the season between Liverpool and Arsenal, Liverpool beat Arsenal 4-3 at the Emirates. AFTV had massive views, and I'm saying massive views. They had a couple of new characters as well as the established characters, and since then, if you kind of sort of supplement that to the actual opposition towards Arsene Wenger's reign, and the fact that TalkSport had the Daily Arsenal with with Durham, had that on. Then Lo Gallagher, saying he watches Arsenal fan TV and he was making fun of the voices. He was going, I can't take any more, Robbie. My Spurs friends are having a go at me, Robbie. Lo Gallagher doing that. I'm sorry, but what this has led to is that the money shot for all of these rival fans is two. What has sprung up from like I said, AFTV and the Arsene Wenger thing and that game against Liverpool in August 2016. Every YouTube channel has a top 6 show. Only one of them calls it a top 6 show. So basically, what happens? They interact together. They all got the same sort of agents or links or content.
Why do you need an agent to be a football fucking content person online? It's weird, isn't it?
Lee, it is right because it's their full-time job. You look at it. A lot of these guys who go on YouTube, they're now on TalkSport, and now, like I said, had a caught YouTube mania, and now have a Saturday show after was it 5:30, where it's basically a YouTube reaction show. Who needs a phone in when you get a few YouTubers who interact with Lyle at Fane Villas? All of them are on that show. That is why the people that you're calling out, I don't know who they are because I haven't interacted with them. But if you want to, I'm not going to name them because it's out of order.
Oh, I'll name them.
What I will say, Lee, is that the money shot is Arsenal because you know why?
100%, because we're the most fragile fans on the internet. And just to mud Hussam one more time, because he said that he messaged me 4 hours ago. Yeah, he messaged me at 4:24 UK time, 5:24. Yeah, Spanish time. It's now currently 9 minutes past 8. So that's not 4 hours ago. And your text was, let me just finish, Kenny. Sorry. Your text was, tweet now, fraud. Yeah, Hussam praised Liverpool for 1 hour, 10 minutes. Yeah, then you put another text underneath with a load of crying, laughing emojis. Yeah, that's not saying I'll come on the show. I want the link, is it? What are you waffling about? You're a waffler, bruv. Anyway, let's move on because we've got super chats. Go on, Kenny. Go on, Kenny. Land your point. Go on. Sorry.
Arsenal fans on a basis have put themselves out there. They're easy to wind up. It's not to do with fragility. The fact is that if you have an Arsenal account, it's highly likely, that you'll get. If you set up a YouTube channel, it's highly likely that you'll get at least 1K. As Noel Gallagher says, and he's one of the biggest pork chops out there. But he's
Just
right.
in case anyone thinks I'm waffling.
Yeah.
Just in case anyone thinks I'm waffling.
Yeah. But as no one says,
thank you.
Yeah, but
and that voice call was from Saturday while I was live, by the way, when the game was on.
Lee, as I said before, to shorten my point, I'm going to ask you all a question. How many YouTube channels have Arsenal content? Now, how many Arsenal YouTubers are out there? I'll tell you, I reckon there's about 1,000.
There's loads of them. There's loads of them.
So
there's loads of them.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, as I said before, if Liverpool play Arsenal, if Chelsea play Arsenal, Tottenham play Arsenal, trust me, those channels will have their best views because Arsenal play. Because they'll get the Arsenal fan with the biggest views, with the biggest channels, and then that will, how do I say it? That'll probably get them a meal that'll probably feed them for a month when we play.
100%. Like I said, Flowers has clocked on to the fact that TalkSport, Sky Sports, and everything he calls out TalkSport, Sky Sports for, I'm doing to him and this lot. They don't like it, but they'll sit there and call out a media agenda.
You can go on
Henry talks bollocks, waits until Terry uploads his video every day and then copies exactly what he says. On his other channel. He's done one video, 2 videos, I think. Since in fact, the last time he did a live stream for Tottenham was the commentary game. He's a Spurs fan with a Spurs channel. These men are milking this football club, trying to convince people that Arsenal is scary, and making out everything's great for every other football club other than their own. Then when it comes to their own, they put rant in the title and want their manager sacked. They can all fucking jog on, mate. This football club, can you go week in, week out on the home games, right? And you do all the London aways and Leicester, Jez has been going for donkeys, and lived right opposite the ground. And I used to go as well. Between us, we've got 150 years supporting this club. The knowledge of our football club ain't been tested. I've never met anyone more knowledgeable than you two about our club. Maybe a few in the chat. Big up Hendo in the chat. And a few others as well. But at the same time, we're 4.5 years deep without a trophy. And we've got everyone on their knees that don't even support our club. That have channels that are trying to grow channels rapid because they don't want to put the graft in. That are selling their bollocks. To get the quick adulation and the quick pound note. That's cool. But don't be surprised when I call it out, mate, because I'm invested in this football club. I've supported it 37 years. You've supported it 40 and 50 years with each year. Do you know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. Piss off. Because when they talk about their own clubs, totally different standard. This fella wanted his fucking manager sacked before he even before he even played a game. Real talk. Flowers said he wants his team to lose this season so Ten Hag can get sacked.
Did he?
I've got the clip. I played the clip. He said he wants the manager sacked. And he said, and if that means we have to lose games to get him sacked, he said it. I've got the clip.
Are you sure Terry said that?
Kenny, chat, am I lying?
Because I'm just shocked because
am I lying? Chat, am I lying? This is what I'm saying. Different standards for their football clubs.
I'm not saying
Terry talks bollocks. Terry talks bollocks every day. Still got fucking hay fever, the prick. Still got achoo. Bless you, mate. You look like you're on crack, brother. I'd get some sleep if I were you. Real talk. He's sitting there wanting his manager out. Goldbitch wanted his manager out the other day after telling us last season, the vocal minority of Arteta outs. Now he wanted Ten Hag out the other day. These men are serial bullshitters, bruv. Judge Rowe wanted his manager sacked after losing the Milan derby and then said, well, I felt emotional. Well, don't do a watch along then. Because what's your actual opinion? And this is my point. When I do a watch along, I call it out as we go. Then afterwards, I do a fan cam. Then the next day, I have the same fucking... I don't sit there and go, oh, maybe I was a bit harsh. We're 4.5 years without a fucking trophy, 800 million deep. When is it acceptable? And when you've got all of these other people that support other teams having the same standards for their clubs as we have for ours, telling us and the world that Arsenal are amazing, no, I'm not having it. It's off, man.
I wouldn't have thought...
I make you right. I make you right.
That's my point. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go bathroom quickly. I
just think, what do I know better than somebody that actually supports their club? Liverpool, Man United, Man City, Tottenham, Chelsea, whoever it is, Kenny. I would not have the audacity to make out I know more than them, or I'm qualified to have an equal level of knowledge. Because I don't have that. I don't have it, Kenny. I just find it.
Yeah, but it's an audition, mate. You've got to remember it's an audition. You've got to remember one thing right now. The majority of people who do YouTube, either they're doing it full time or they want to do it full time. So what they do is that they get a channel and they say, right, once I get to a certain amount of subscribers, and I get a certain amount of views, and it's making me money, and I have a good year, then I said, right, I might as well try this full time. I'll give up work. That is the ambition of or the majority of YouTubers. Not many YouTubers do it for, dare I say it, for for as a hobby, because at the end of the day, you've got contact coming every 5 seconds. Sky Sports is basically churning out news about the club. Arsenal Football Club, you just go on the website, there's always injury news, there's always transfer news. So there's a lot of content to actually work with. And then you've got the established channels. As much as people like Terry has been known to say that the reason why the radio station and the TV stations hate them because they're disruptors. Well, you're not disruptors, because how can you be disruptors when 99% of you, your ambition is actually to go on TV? Because as much as you say you're disruptors, why are a lot of you YouTubers on the overlap if you're disruptors? Why a lot of you YouTubers on that Sky Saturday Social if you're disruptors? Why are a lot of you YouTubers on Talk Sport or doing 888, which is when you're meant to be disruptors? Surely if you're disruptors, you won't need to go on Sky Sports, the overlap. You won't need to go on Saturday Social with Sally James's son. You wouldn't need to go on Talk Sport 2 or Talk Sport 1, whatever you want to call it, because you're disruptors. According to them, TV's dead, radio's dead. Yeah. Whenever I turn the TV on during transfer deadline, every day during a transfer market, all I've got to do is turn my TV on at 9 o'clock, and all of you YouTubers are giving expert advice on clubs transfers. But TV's dead. If I go on to TalkSport 2 in the evening or on a Saturday after the match, all you YouTubers on there. But radio's dead. TV's dead, but you're still there. So what do you stand for? Either TV or radio's dead, or you're disruptors. You can't be disruptors but still want to go on TV. Make your minds up, guys. Because at the end of the day, it's your careers. Do what you've got to do, but don't come out and say, I'm a fan and I'm still one of you. I'm still a normal fan like everyone else. And don't say that radio and TV is dead when all I see is your boat races on the TalkSport YouTube or the overlap or Saturday Social. Make your minds up. That's all I've got to say.
Fact. I don't get it.
Spot on.
At the end of the day, I mean, I'm not a full-time tuber, to be honest. I don't really want to be a full-time tuber. I enjoy doing these shows. I enjoy doing my own shit, and all that. But at the end of the day, I've got no ambitions. At the end of the day, to me, it's a giggle. Yeah, and I just say what I say, and if people don't like it, they don't like it. But there's absolutely no way I would sit here on my channel and talk about Spurs. Absolutely no chance.
No, but Jez, even if you did speak about Spurs, because listen, I run another channel and I speak about other clubs. I do watch-alongs. I'm doing one later in 40 minutes. I'm doing Valencia via Las Palmas. I've done more Spurs watch-alongs this season than Henry talks bollocks, and he's a Spurs fan. The difference is not 70% of my content is about one team, unless it's this channel, which is the Arsenal channel. And that's the same with you, Jez. You're an Arsenal channel. Yes, you'll mention Spurs, we'll mention Man City, we'll mention other teams, we'll mention Liverpool, Chelsea, but it's not 70% or 60% of the content is sucking off them teams. Because at the end of the day, every single one of them top 6 teams, bar Spurs, because they've always been shit, have actually factually won a trophy more recently than us.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll go even one better than that. I will get the super chats in a minute, guys. Smash the likes up, though. 1,200 in here, yeah? Who scored for Al Ali? Big up, Greg. Tell me it was Mahrez. I'll go one better than that. Since Arsenal won the league, Leicester have won a league. Since Arsenal have won a League Cup, Leicester have won a League Cup. And since Super Duper Mick won the FA Cup, you've guessed it, lads, we've got the hat trick. Leicester have won an FA Cup. And we're supposed to be fucking happy with this. Yeah, they've also been relegated and got back promoted in that time. Yeah, come on, get out of here, man. Viega, bless up, come. But I'm going to grab these super chats and we'll carry on because we were rudely interrupted. But anyway, it is what it is. Cherry's rattled top gooners after the game on X. Bro, This is where these men get most of their source of bullshit from. Yeah, they go on, they sit there during the game. Yeah, they see what's trending. Howard Webb was trending at the weekend. Yeah, so they went with Arsenal robbed. Like, why can't these men construct a sentence properly? Were Arsenal robbed? Question mark. Robbed Arsenal. They actually put it in their titles exactly how I expect them to say it. Robbed Arsenal. Yeah, fucking retards. Get out of here, man. Piss off. Big up Hulkamania. Vegas, my guy, bro. We were way better 2 years ago because we scored lots of goals from open play. That was the best I've seen us play for about 18 years. It's just okay, bro. That is absolutely spot on. That season, we bottled that title, 8 points clear. We played some sick football that season.
We did.
Yeah, we played some unbelievable football that season. But again, they Man City, yeah, stay humble, eh? Stay humble, eh? Yeah, big up to Erling Haaland because he knows the crack. He ain't scared of us. Yeah, we're Bournemouth scared of us at the weekend because apparently we're scary, isn't it? Oh, they weren't. Okay, neither were Atlanta. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, cool. Neither were Brighton. Okay, cool. We could carry on. Bless up, mate. Bless up. Always big up to you, Free Legends, says Nabi. Bless up, brother. But next Sunday, Scousers are taking over London.
Let's wait and see.
We will have to wait and see because you must. No Saliba, no Odegaard. Yeah, maybe no Saka. Who knows? Who knows?
I bet we still beat them.
I think we'll still get something.
I think
we're actually not bad against them at home, are we? It's just the away games.
Imagine it. We're that bad and we beat them. To be honest, let's face it. The only team out of the top six is actually bigging themselves up as really our fans. I don't see many Liverpool fans going stir crazy about their start because
I've got a geezer here. Bless up my boy If you're a Scouser, yeah? Well, he's a Jedi. He's not from Scousland. It's just right next to Scousland. Yeah, but he's a Liverpool fan.
He's a woolly back. He's a woolly back. He's a woolly back.
A woolly back. Yeah, a wool. Yeah, see, exactly. Right. Do you think Liverpool win the league this season? No. Have you been sat there the whole time you've been out here saying, oh my God, we're amazing. Look how great we are. We're scary. We're dangerous with this. They're boring to watch, he said. And what did you say about the manager?
Yeah, he's good.
He's good. He likes the manager. Yeah. What did you say about Arsenal?
Shit.
We're
not that good. Thank you. Yeah, but don't worry. We're scary.
The only good game I've watched you play this season, I've done lots of wrongs as well.
PSG said the only game will look solid. Obviously, Bolton
exactly.
slapped out Bolton, but PSG, a decent-ish team. Yeah, there you go. That's Villa poor. Watkins did miss it. Thank you. Brighton, all the games. Wolves. We've been shit all season. What did you say about Man City yesterday? They'll still win the league. There you go. Thank you. That's a Scouser saying that. We're Arsenal fans and we know Man City win a league. But apparently, the team that have gone 4 years straight with a title, done a treble in between, they're not scary. They're winging it and it's not sustainable, but we're scary and scintillating. This shit don't add up. And that is why I call it out. Because the team that's won the league for 4 years straight, yeah, is scintillating, scary, dangerous, and unstoppable champions. The team that's not won a league and not won anything for 4.5 years is the one being peddled as that. We're not Man City. We're playing red. That's what I'm saying. Bless up, Amph. Big up to Arminius as well. Expressions said he's off to Spain to cook you. He's actually messaged me. I can't lie. Sent me a voice message. Bless up to X though. He's a good lad. I was speaking to him last night. He's a good lad, man. Big up to him.
He's funny as well.
Funny as fuck, man. I can't lie. That guy called me Jeff Lee Dharma. Yeah, he's taking the piss and put me in the thumbnail as Jeff Lee Dharma. Yeah, joker. Big up to X every time. If you ain't subbed to him for whatever reason, because he deserves more subs than anyone on football content, by the way, and he's got less than some of these charlatans. So make sure you go and sub to him. Yeah. Big up to Juve as well. Imagine if Juve fans sucked off Inter. So I'm saying, bro, it wouldn't happen. Yeah, we know how these Italians roll out there, bro. That ain't happening. Big up, bro. Man said the ages. Why do they love drawing out Lee? People just to get cooked. Oh, don't worry, man. Don't worry. He opened up his show today. Amph was watching his show. He opened up his show today and he done the panels. I think he's live now. I think it's that show he was watching. Yeah, and he said, yeah, we got Henry Talks Bollocks on here. Yeah. So, yeah, they're watching, brother. I told you, they're all rattled. Yeah. What phase is... I've seen some Arsenal fans on Twitter saying what phase is sliding. Why don't you just say Lee tweeted it? Why don't you say Lee tweeted it? Like, it is what it is. I've got these lot on a fucking... I swear down, they are rattled, bruv, and I'm going to keep rattling them because they know I'm on them. pause. They know I know what they're doing. Yeah, it is what it is, and I'm going to keep exposing it. Like when I had 5,000 people watching at the weekend live, 2,500 later with Northside. The more people that open their eyes to this bullshit, the better. Yeah, because the truth always prevails, and the truth is, at the end of the season, this manager won't win nothing again. Yeah, and then what? Then it'd be Chelsea are scary all season, or Liverpool are scary next season.
The other frustrating thing is, right, is that I looked at a lot of stuff on X, and the amount of people who are saying that people like us who call out the manager, we're doing it for attention and for clicks, and that we've never had it so good. And I'm thinking, you know what? I look at the situation and I think, is it me or is it them? Because I'm thinking, hang on here. I remember when Arsenal were going for the title in '98 and Wenger was worried, and Tony Adams went out of Wenger, went, whenever Arsenal get into these positions, we always see it through, we always go out and win the title. And I'm thinking, that's what I've been brought up on. Don't get me wrong. I'm not by any means saying that it was always great as an Arsenal fan. I had the Terry Neal days, and I had the Don Howe days where we didn't win it for 8 years, and we had a massive transition. We were getting our young players into the coming through, like people like Chrissy Huggy White, people like Danny O'Shea, Stuart Robson, Paul Davies was only in his he's meant to be the leader of the side, but he was only in his early 20s, and you had Raphael Mead who we thought was going to do well. So I've seen all of that, and then George Graham came along, and he won the Littles Cup, and then he made us into a top side, and then Wenger came along. But when people tell me that he's never been so good, well, hang on here. I've seen Arsenal win 5 titles.
Same.
So what am I to get excited about? The fact is that the last 2 years, it's been in our hands to win the league, not Man City. We're the ones who were leading the title race consecutively, and consecutively we bottled it. Now, I don't understand why it's a problem for any of the Arsenal fans to say, right, Dingo, well, why are you trying to say Man City are unbeatable when for the last 2 years, City came from behind to win the title? They were there for the taking. They were there for the taking.
Imagine if he'd done back-to-back titles, mate. Even Wenger didn't do that. Can you imagine how happy we'd be? And there's this myth that does the rounds here. Oh, if he wins the league, your channel's finished. Piss off. Go and have a look at my fucking FA Cup semi-final video and my FA Cup final video. I had about 18 to 20k subs. How comes that's still on 90k per video? And I had 20k subs. Now imagine, with 100k subs, how many views that would be if we actually won the fucking league. And now imagine how sustainable that would be afterwards, because I'd actually buy the merch again. I'd get invested in it again. And I'd be happy to see my team winning. Yo, champions. Champions. My forehead was not that big. When this lot won it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I was over the moon. Kenny, we was at Wembley when we won the FA Cup in 17. Yeah. Look how happy we was outside the ground.
It was one of the best days of my life.
And we wanted that man gone. We wanted him out. Yeah, we wanted Wenger gone, mate. And look how happy we was.
Yeah, because the day we beat Chelsea, who are hot favourites for that game, by the way, because they won the league at a canter.
I don't even think Ty thought we were going to win, did he?
I don't know.
Nobody thought we were going to win that game. No, not one person.
But as I said before, we got to look. Day. This is nothing special. We haven't won anything. We're not. Man City are not scared of us. The only team that Man City are obsessed by is Man United. I'll say why they're obsessed with Man United, because they want to do everything Man United did, but do it better. So if Man United win the treble, Man City want to, win 4 titles in a row. Man United, the best they ever done was win 3 titles in a row. Well, Man City have gone 4. So to better Man United, they've already done that. They want to go 5. They also want to win as many European Cups as Man United, because Man United have 3. They want to make sure that they win 4. Yep. So it's all about surpassing Man United because of the fact that Man United's domination under Sir Alex, when he built all those sides, Man City spent a lot of time in either the second tier English football in one season, the third tier. So they want to do everything Man United did, but Man United better. That's the only thing they're obsessed by. They don't care about Liverpool. They respect Liverpool because Liverpool took titles for them, and they certainly are not worried about Arsenal because, as far as they're concerned, Arsenal haven't got what it takes. They haven't got the balls to see it through. So all
They
these
ain't got the ownership either. Liverpool don't have the ownership, but they had a world-class manager. They had a world-class manager, and we ain't. We ain't got the manager or the ownership.
And that's the thing. That's what Man City are obsessed by. I think what people get confused by is that when they see YouTube and they see YouTube beef, they think it represents the whole fan base. It doesn't. I've been saying it for years. What you see on social media doesn't represent the whole fan base. You see a lot of Arsenal and Spurs fans. They're all mates. They're all cheering. They're all cheering for Spurs against Man City. Well, if you went to Moray or the Duke of Edinburgh in Fontenay Road, and you went and started twerking for Spurs, you get your head kicked in. You went to Moray, the old Moray in Durham Road, you get your head kicked in.
Yeah.
You go to any of the pubs, the Shaftesbury on Hornsey Rise, you get your head kicked in.
You go up the Drayton, you get
any of the pubs, you get your head kicked in. But what's happened is that all these YouTubers, these or what I call new media, like I said, participants, right? They think because they got a lot of views, because a lot of these people with other channels who are obsessed with Arsenal contact, they actually think they speak for the fan base. They actually think they're important. When you're not. All you are entertainers, and you're there for my entertainment. That I can either switch you on or switch you off.
And that's the same with us. That's the same with us as well. The only difference between them and us is we actually say what we think. Yeah. And we were fucked off with this football club not doing what's required. Kenny, you give up every weekend when we're playing at home. You look forward to it. You go down the Emirates.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
You give your time up. You go and sit in the ground. You watch the football.
I know
you love life. And I've told you for years, stop going, Kenny. You can't give it up.
I'm not giving my time up. It's a pleasure, mate. It's a pleasure.
No, I know, but I tell you every year, Kenny, why do you keep fucking renewing? This club's a shambles. You're like, yeah, but Lee, I just can't get enough of watching live football. It's the Arsenal, innit? Because of the passion. These men ain't got that in them, Kenny. Yeah. Look how passionate we are about our football club. Yeah. We're fuming if we lose. Yeah. When we lost to Aston Villa last season, mate, I swear to God, yeah, my Mac could have gone off of the fucking patio. I was seething. Yeah, I was seething. Yeah, Bayern Munich. Hashtag pray for Bayern. Yeah, how did that work out? Even the women's team got slapped by Bayern 5-2 the other day. And then the manager, at least the manager of the women's team, by the way, won a trophy. He's actually won a trophy more recently than Arteta. Yeah, at least he found a bit of shame and quit. He quit the next day.
Lee, if he
quit the next day.
Wow.
They said he resigned, but we know they're full of shit. He got sacked.
Sacked, mate.
But no, let's get these super chats real quick, and then we'll talk about the game tomorrow very quickly, and then we'll go. Let me just stick this redirect on. I'm going live in about 10-15 minutes for the Valencia Las Palmas game. We might actually watch some proper football, something that resembles football, guys. And Las Palmas are rooted bottom of the table with 0 wins. I guarantee they play better football than Arsenal. Yeah, their goal they scored the other day. Yeah, I'm not even taking the piss. Go and watch the Villarreal Las Palmas highlights. Fabio Silva, who played for Wolves, that scrubby striker, and Januzaj, do you remember him? Yeah, that goal was fucking ridiculous. Outside of the boot, 35 yards. Fabio Silva touched it, dinks the keeper. Yeah, that game was sick. That game was fucking. That was such a good game. Yeah, Villarreal are so good to watch. Yeah, they play better football than 90% of the Premier League teams, probably more. Yeah, but nobody cares. It's Villarreal. Yeah, which is why I'm single-handedly dragging this league out of the fucking mud, because this league is the best league in the world. That has just got the best market in that Premier League. It's shit. Yeah, it's robotic, system-based crap. Yeah, absolute trash. But anyway, smash the likes up, guys. Big up to everyone locked in. I do appreciate you all. Make sure you sub to Jez's channel. It's in the title. No, it's not. It's in the description. Let me see if I can fit it in the title. Make sure you follow Kenny Ken. I can fit it in the title, Jez. There you go. So make sure you I don't know how to do an @ on this fucking Spanish gaming PC. I'll do it. But make sure you follow Kenny Ken 1972 on Insta as well, guys. But before we get into Shakhtar, big up Stallion. Top 6 is Villa, Tottenham are top 10 or 11. But this always made me laugh with Tottenham. How are they seen as a top 6 club when Villa have won more trophies? That makes no sense to me. Villa are bigger than them. Now, maybe not global fan base, but is this what we're doing? I thought it went on trophies. Never mind. Chelsea are scary. They're 3 points above us. Big up to you, my bro. Big up to you. Chelsea are scary. Yeah, they're 3 points ahead of Man U. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, these men are wafflers, bruv. Big up, bro. Big up Rico as well. Are you going to do a fan call-in show anytime soon? Bro, as much as I'd love to, some fucking knob came on this channel the other day and absolutely fucked it for everybody. Yeah, by showing some porn picture, bruv. So, yeah, it's a bit of a mazza. I can't lie. But we'll sort something. Yeah, because I know you've been here for time, bruv. So, yeah, we will sort something. Maybe next international break, I'll just get some people that have been here for a long time. But I was saying this to a few people. I said this to North and to Anthony, that, like, you know, how do I even know that some of the people that are members on this channel and donate to this channel ain't just trying to stitch me up?
Exactly.
Because do you know what I'm saying? You could be a member for 2 years and then come on the channel and totally fuck my channel up. Yeah, and I've had too many dickheads jump on this channel and try and do shit like that. That have been there in the chat week in, week out, day in, day out for years, and then jump on the channel and fuck it or try to fuck it. So that's not a dig at you, Riku, or anybody else in here. Yeah, but it's like I have to think very carefully now. Do you know what I'm saying? But maybe I'll just put an overlay over the whole screen. Maybe just put an overlay over the whole screen or something. Maybe I could put this one on there.
That'd do.
Yes, then you won't be able to see anybody. We'll just have Martin Odegaard taking a picture of Haaland with the trophy. Or we can have Martin Odegaard taking a picture of Dan Potts in 20 years' time. He looks like Potsy. But no, we'll do something, bro. We'll sort something out for sure. Big six is Man United, Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Villa. I agree with that. Yeah, Tottenham ain't nowhere near, bro. They're shit. Bless up Stallion as well. Love, brother. Nearly 5 years with this idiot Arteta. Big up Andy, bro. Would not be surprised if Man U above us at Christmas. Well, listen, if they get their act together and sack that fraudulent bastard who's factually won more than our manager since he's been here.
Do you think they can afford to sack him? Is that why he's still there? Do you think they, because they got rid of Sir Alex?
I think they, do you know what I think it is? Yeah, I think that the manager they want is either not available right now and said, I want to see the rest of the season out, but I'll definitely join, or they're just fucking the same as the Glazers. Yeah, because let's be real, he should have been sacked this time last year. Then he got another cup. So they're probably thinking, well, we can't really sack him off of the back of winning 2 cups.
Lee,
but then they're Man United, so they're supposed to be sacking him.
As I said last week, mate, you go around like Bertie Big Bollocks, Jimmy. As I said, Jimmy, show you nuts.
Pause. On that bombshell, we'll swiftly move on. Jez, Shakhtar tomorrow. What are you saying?
Mate. Well, if we've still got players injured, it's going to be a rocky ride. I know people in the chat have been saying, nah, they're shit. Well, so are we. So it's going to be a shit show, isn't it? All round. But I think if I no disrespect to Bournemouth, but I would say Shakhtar are better. So it's going to be a tricky night. You go to the game, Kenny?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely looking forward to it because, you know, it's Europe. Don't get it wrong. It's the absolute ain't going to be great. But I'll tell you one thing. All I ask for is just replicate the performance of PSG because for me, I had no complaints. That was our best performance. In fact, the best performance I've seen Arsenal display was against PSV last year and PSG.
Yeah.
And both in Europe.
Lons was decent, to be fair, but we were expected to slap them at the Emirates, weren't we?
You think so? You think so? But yeah, I think it's going to be a rocky show tomorrow night. If I'm sitting here being right honest with you, Lee, Kenny, I'm not confident. I think we could get caught out. And I think at the moment, what we tend to do, we panic unnecessarily. And I'm sitting here. Well, earlier, I was sitting and thinking, well, what team are we going to play? Right? I'd like Enquiries to start. I'll sit here right now. I'd like him to start. Give the guy a go.
Next week he's starting, Jez. He's starting against Plip. You know what I think? Perversely.
What, Preston?
Yeah, I think perversely. I think Preston's his audition. I really do.
Yeah, but come on, if we're only doing it in the League Cup, what's the point?
Yeah, but I think what I mean by his audition, I think right. Because let's face it, we don't know when Odegaard's going to come back with an injury of that.
His audition was
they set up in international.
He scored twice in that.
Yeah, it's just after the international break, or you could say, or who knows, by December or by after Christmas, you'll never know. But I do think that Preston's probably going to be the lad's audition, and then if he plays well, then it's the manager's going to have to use him against Newcastle. I don't see why not. If you're good enough, you're old enough, aren't you?
Yeah.
He did it against Bolton, scored 2 goals and got benched.
Yeah.
So why not give him a chance? Look, I hear what you're telling me, Kenny. I hear you, right? But what else have we got? Who else can we say is actually...
The team's unbalanced. The team's unbalanced, isn't it? Because let's face it, his best midfield, even though we signed Marino, is still Partey, Rice and Odegaard. Doesn't matter. A lot of people must think that as soon as a Marino comes, Thomas Partey's going to be on the bench, and Declan Rice is going to play the number 6 because Declan Rice is one of the best number 6s in England. I mean, who writes that? Who writes these scripts? I mean, Jesus Christ, man! You don't put them in a bin; you put them down a toilet. These scripts that these guys come out with. But it's true. It's that. So for me, Marino, even though he's going to start games, I think he's going to get fit and acclimatized by playing games, not by coming off the bench every 20 minutes. I think he's going to have to get himself match fit by playing games because for some reason, Arteta hasn't got the balls to play Ranieri because right now, Arteta is putting experience above having a balanced midfield because right now, every game that Ranieri doesn't play in that midfield, he's unbalancing the side and against teams who want it more than us, and that tends to be teams in the top, bottom 10. It'll come unstuck because let's face it, Leicester didn't get their act together, Southampton didn't get their act together, Brighton probably bottled it when we went down to 10 men, but Bournemouth went.
Can I ask you this question? Can I ask you this question then, right?
That's a fine, by the way. That's now 4 weeks in a row.
That's
I need to tell people to stop doing that.
My phone's on silent. I'll ask you this question then, Kenny. Right. Sorry. Right. Cup games, any game is a risk, isn't it? Yeah. And sometimes you have to grab it by the bollocks and say, right, this is where we're going. We've got to go. This is the Champions League. There's no point in pussyfooting around because at the end of the day, it's another game gone. So we just got to go. We just got to go and take it and say, right, we're going to grab this lot by the kahunas and we're going to show you what we've got. So I'm sorry, mate. I think we have to take the risk. I can't agree. I can't agree.
It's not. Is it a risk if the guy's good enough? If the guy's good enough, and surely the most important thing in any football team is balance. Because you look at it, for the last few games we've got away with playing square pegs round holes. We've got lifted ourselves when we went out against Man City because it's Man City. Even though we were sloppy before we got our equaliser, they could have been out of sight. And then you think about Leicester sloppy, Southampton sloppy because we had square pegs around holes, and Spurs just weren't too predictable. But now Bournemouth has to be a wake up call. You can't be playing square pegs around holes because people are going to look at that blueprint of Bournemouth and think, well, hang on here. We're not looking at a 10 men playing against 10 men Arsenal with 11 men. Bournemouth got amongst us. They'll first every ball. They'll get inroads into our back four, and they'll get down those flanks. So you would think if we continue to do that and not heed the Bournemouth, like I said, warning, then highly likely that it's going to happen again. It may not happen in the next 2 games, but Newcastle, who are a very organised team, who even though they found a way to lose against Brighton, but even so, they get their act together against our unbalanced side. We could be having this podcast on the Monday, the 4th of November, and it could be carnage. There'll be no talks about other channels bigging us up. It'll be us wanting to kill the manager.
Exactly. I've got the Valencia game on. They're having a massive protest against their ownership. You can actually protest against the ownership, guys. It is allowed. They don't do PR out here, guys. They just straight up want every fucker sacked. It's what it is.
Kenny, I'm going to look forward to your match breakdown at 6 o'clock Wednesday night in the weekly chat show. I'm going to look forward to that.
Well, hopefully, it's me basically saying, you know what, that was a performance. See you tomorrow, Russ. Reminiscent of PSG, and then we'll spend most of it having a sort of preview of the Liverpool game. That's what.
Yeah, I hope you prove me wrong. I do. I generally do.
I think European. I think when you look at, don't get me wrong, with the Champions League as a format as it is, you're playing good teams. But I would think, even with an alleged depleted side, I still think we should be good enough to beat Shakhtar the next. There's no disrespect to Shakhtar the next, but as I said, if you want to be taken seriously in Europe, and you've got to get in the top 8, and you've got to win your home games. Simple. No Odegaard, no Saka or no Timber, whoever it is. You're at home, 60,000 fans. Show up, raise your levels.
Facts.
Yeah,
absolute
agree.
Facts. Absolute facts. Bless up to everyone locked in. There's a Valencia fan who went to Singapore to protest and got arrested. Somebody put it out my chat the other day. Big up Nolan who put it in my chat. He lives in Singapore. Yeah, you're not allowed to protest in Singapore. So this Valencia fan, poor lad, didn't know that. Went all the way to Singapore to protest. I don't know why he went there. I know the ownership's from there, and he got arrested and went jail, bro. But there we go. Here's what it is. Big up Beckley, man. Did you see Curtis Arteta meltdown? So funny. Big up. I haven't seen it, my guy. Our style of play only works in the big games.
True.
I agree. Yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah, big up to you, my bro. Big up to Andy as well. 35-month membership. Bless, bro. Could not believe Fergie turned us down in 86. Falsely, Kenny Jez.
Yeah, it's true. Did.
Best decision ever did. But the thing is, you think no, and it's not slagging us off. The fact is, he was advised, because I saw his show, Alistair McCoist, and he was advised that you only leave Aberdeen for only one club, and it's Man United. So that's why, because remember he turned down Ipswich as well. Yeah. But you think about 1986. Let's not forget, Sir Alex Ferguson wasn't the only manager we were going after. We were trying to approach Terry Venables when he was at Barcelona, just before he went to they played in the European Cup against Steaua Bucharest. Terry Venables was making noises about wanting to come back. Terry Venables was like a short after coach, did a good job at QPR, spent 2 years at Barca, won the league in his first year, got the European Cup second year, and Arsenal were actively behind Don Howe's back, trying to approach him. Hence the fact Don Howe quit in a huff, publicly quit as well, because he actually publicly out of the club for approaching another manager behind his back, i.e. Terry Venables. And it's well documented. That's why Don Howe left the football club.
There you go. History lesson. There you go. So you don't get that on these other channels, do you guys?
Nope.
So, make sure you smash the likes up. We're going to redirect to my other channel. It's literally 12 minutes, just under 13 minutes away from kickoff. The Mestalla is filling up, although they are protesting outside the ground at the minute because they've had enough of their fucking owner being a prat. But there we go. And we know he's a prat because he hired Gary Neville. Yeah. But anyway, always been a pleasure, lads. Bless up to everyone locked in as well. Jez, what you got coming out? Shout your channel out, mate.
Yeah, it's Arsenal history more. Tomorrow night, I'm doing a watch along for the game against Shakhtar Donetsk, and then 6 o'clock, of course, is the weekly chat show, footy chat show with Kenny and guests and everybody. So if anybody's around, we'll jump on and have a chat.
What day? Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday, mate, 6 o'clock.
6 p.m. Let me check the Champions League fixtures. There might be an early kickoff. If not, I'll jump on.
All right, mate. No worries. No worries. Yes, so that's what I'll be doing. And then, of course, we got the big game at the weekend against the Scousers. So looking forward to that. Be an interesting week, guys.
Yeah, man. Very quickly, Jez, give us your score prediction for the next 2 games. Obviously, Shakhtar tomorrow and then Liverpool.
Tomorrow night. I'm sorry. I'm going 2-1 Shakhtar Donetsk.
Ooh.
And at the weekend, I am going to go for a 1-1.
Oh, okay. Okay. Kenny, same question. What you got coming up? And
well, tomorrow, obviously, at the match. And obviously,
go on, enjoy it, man.
We're going to do a fan cam tomorrow after the match. You know, I'm going to get a kebab in Frisbee Park and go up. And then Wednesday, I'm on 2 shows with Jez, of course. That's something I don't like to miss. And then at 7 o'clock after Jez's show, Dan's asked me to go on as well. I'm convinced that I'm probably going to have a bit of explaining to do because he said he really, really wants me on this time. So I'm assuming it's going to be with a few people. Who knows? It could be our good friend from West London, Bav. Could be.
Tell him I think he's just no. I won't say that. I'll tell him myself. Anyway, big up to everyone locked in. Get these likes up. Peter Lynch, R.I.P. Who's Peter Lynch? I don't recognise that name.
No, he was one of the rioters.
I recognise that name.
He was one of the rioters. During the August riots over in reaction to the 2 girls being in Southport being killed, and he died in prison anyway. So I think that's what that's what you're alluding to, Hendon Gooner.
Okay. Right, on that bombshell, bless up to everybody who's locked in. Still 900 in here. Not even got 500 likes with 39 away. Redirect straight over to the other channel. And I'll be live there. The game kicks off in literally 8 minutes. So we're going to watch the game. And we're going to watch something that resembles football, lads, because this is proper leagues. Proper league. La Liga, guys.
I'll just make do with Nottingham Forest and Crystal Palace then, shall I?
Yeah. You're going to watch some robotic bullshit football with a load of winners who keep running the ball out of play like Hudson-Odoi, who can't cross the road, let alone a ball. And I'm going to watch proper football. You watch. That game would be the best game you'll watch all season, Kenny. Yeah, it might have been 0-0.
True.
Have you seen the game tomorrow night is on Amazon Prime? Why do they keep switching it about?
Oh, that's a result. Because I've got Amazon Prime with my VPN.
I've got it. It's a result for me.
Well, I'll say one thing. You better hope that bloody hell that Eni Luco isn't in sort of.
Yeah, I'm so blessed. I watch football on mute. Yeah, I'm so blessed. I watch football on mute, and I swear down there, Kenny, DAZN Spanier. You see a minute. Yeah, DAZN Spanier pitch side. The woman is unreal, mate. Yeah, none of this rainbow shit.
Can you see anything about football though? I don't care how she looks.
No, she actually knows her shit. I can't lie. They have Guti on the pitch with her.
Is it Semra Hunter? Is it Semra Hunter?
No. I can't remember her name. She's Spanish. And then there's another one as well. I can't remember her name. She does F1. And she's Bartra's missus. Oh, my days, brother. I swear that's shit for toothpaste. Like, real talk. She is unreal. No, she is unreal, mate. But yeah, we don't do all the PR out here, Kenny. Yeah, it's just straight up like we get the dollies on. Yeah, we get proper football. Like, it's nice weather. Do you know what I mean? And it's about winning.
It is, Lil. It's in the UK, mate. It's on Amazon Prime, mate.
Yeah, Prime Video.
Yeah, it's on there, mate.
And anyone who wants to watch La Liga in the UK, yeah, I think it's $7.99 a month. You get every La Liga game on Prime.
I do.
So you can actually, you get $7.99, I think it is. Yeah, Dave gave me his login details and Halima gave me his VPN. Cheers. So if they're not on DAZN on Movistar, then I can watch them on Amazon. But
yeah,
so yeah, it's all good.
Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys now.
Yeah, we're going to redirect.
One thing I've got to say, because I don't want to waste your time, but do you guys remember a player called Jason Lee?
Yep.
Yeah, he's just on the pitch at City Ground. For some reason, they're presenting him with a monument. I mean, he only scored 15 goals in 97 games, but hey,
man, what a player! No, that's crazy. All right, nice one, lads. Appreciate it as always. And we're out. Redirect, spam that other chat. Bless up to everyone who's subbed to that other channel. It's hit 33K as well. Yeah, so big up to everyone. Yeah, make sure you spam that chat, get the algorithm boosted, and we'll be there in a bit. Love, Cronky out. Bless up to everyone who's locked in, sub, like, shared, commented, all that good stuff. And yeah, man, Cronky out.
Arteta out.